We got the Shields crankbait, in my opinion the smallest crankbait, next to the Euro tackle. Was it the B-Vibe? I believe the Euro tackle crankbait's smaller. It is? But we got the Shields crankbait in some crawl color. Let's see if I can catch anything. I believe it's a sinking. I haven't even seen the action yet, so I don't even know why I just threw it without checking the action. But we'll see the action here in a second. The action's really good. My braid's messed up. I'll have to figure it out another time. But it looks to be suspending. Yeah, it's... Oh, nope, it's floating. Here we go. What is this? First fish on the Shields crankbait. Yeah. Buddy's ferocious. Let's get some pictures. Let's get a picture and a video for shorts. Fish on the new Shields crankbait, and I am currently making a long form. You'll see in the long form me recording this short. There he goes. Well, there's the first fish on the Shields crankbait. That is a good sign, a very good sign. Second or third cast, caught a little sunny. Oh, I thought I got a bite on top. Speaking of top, I should do my BFS frog video soon. I might do that with my cheap versus expensive frog video, or I might have a separate video. Put down in the comments what you think I should do for that, because I can make a little more content for you guys if I do BFS frog in a separate video. But I've been doing a lot more ultralight or BFS content recently. Well, in general. I might have gotten my first scratch on the Shields crankbait, because this braid, I just need to pull it off and either reline it again or just get rid of the braid. So I need 8-pound test for the BFS rod, due to the diameter being like perfect for the BFS, since it's cheaper BFS reel. And there's a little bit of a gap. Doesn't like playing very much. It gets the line stuck. But yeah, crankbait's good. I'm getting bit by skeeters. I have other crankbaits too, but this video is going to be dedicated to the Shields crankbait, because I don't buy anything from Shields. Like this, that was my first ever time going into Shields. So I'm just going to do a little post on it. Gonna hopefully get some bass long form videos out soon too. Man, this braid. This is starting to annoy me, honestly. Just a little knot that I have. Which that's probably a personal issue, but like, come on. Let a man fish. Here we go. What do we have? Looks like another sunny rock bass. He stopped his fins as soon as I grabbed him. Ah, he hooked me. Are you laughing?
Huh?
You better not be laughing. So I got mosquitoes biting me.
Yeah, you need to go skeets back.
What?
You need to go skeets back.
He like sideswiped it or something, but he's very against getting. What are you doing?
Moving the log.
Bro, I'm trying to make a video and you're throwing logs.
I tripped over it twice. I'm done with that one.
Should I be done with this fish because it hooked me?
Yeah, start back in the log.
I'm getting bit up by mosquitoes. This fish is not cooperating. I'm gonna have to find a stick because I can't do this without pliers. There we go. I'm gonna give him a little air before I get my video. Second fish, rock bass on the Shields crankbait. Good little fish. I couldn't find my pocket. I think the crankbait's all no, it's not. This thing's pretty good actually. If it wasn't for the braid being kind of junk, but going back to this other spot. You won't see the original time I was over at this spot, but whatever. I didn't catch fish, so I'm hoping one of these rocks will hold fish, or the current here. Here we go. Smallmouth. Ah! He got me. Stop! This fish is going to be beat up by the time I'm done with it because it won't stop moving. As soon as you stop, you'll get unhooked. I'm not going to record this guy's release. I'm just going to toss him back. There he goes. Why do you keep going up? There's nothing else up there for another mile.
I cut back all the way up here. You kept cutting. Can I get a video of that?
No! You got to keep quiet about that. I don't get caught in trees. I probably will. Oh, here we go. This one's fighting nice. Oh no, that is a giant red breast for this crick. That thing is massive. He's gonna treble me so hard if I... He's gonna get a treble hook in me if I keep trying to grab him. I'm worried about him doing that, but he's a nice fish, so I need pictures. Ah! The treble hook got so close. He's lippable. That is a nice fish. He's got a little piece of grass in his gill. Another red breast. This is a decent one on the Shields crankbait again. There he goes. Now I'm starting to get onto him. Are you still using the rooster tail? Alright. Bro left. I'm at a new spot. And I'm getting destroyed by mosquitoes. So you guys better make this worth it to me. And hit that like button. I also have the microphone hooked up this time. I forgot to do that last time. But I was still catching fish, so I guess that could make it up to you guys, but depends on how you guys are feeling today, I guess. Please go kindly on me, especially since I'm getting absolutely chewed up by mosquitoes. And now there's a horsefly and a closing bail. But my God, this is not going good so far, guys. Braid's locking up, bail's closing, mosquitoes are biting, everyone's texting me on Snapchat. We must catch one fish to make up I also now have $30 in my pocket because I sold a rod to my friend, which I tagged his account, one of the last shorts I did. You guys should go check out his channel because he's doing similar stuff as me. And I'm hoping that he can grow just as much as I have. I'm hoping one of those giant rock bass are sitting over here right now, because I have like 2 local rock bass that live here and they are huge. I've caught them a couple times. Well, I think I caught both of them. I caught one of them at least twice. I'm definitely going to do a little more wading now that I'm not with him, because he was getting back in a car, so he couldn't really get wet. I can, but I have to be cautious of where I get wet, because I have a cord hanging out of the side of my head, goes down to the ball of my shirt. There's a bite. We'll see what happens. Still fishing that Shields crankbait, because that's the point of this video, but here in a couple more casts, I'm going to go on the other side of this tree, which I believe I have one more video that I'm working on, that I was fishing that tree with my new Buka baby bull shad. I heard something jump. I believe it was on that other side of that tree. Crankbait's also just a magnet for the hooks to get on the line. That's the complete opposite way of where I wanted to go. I want to get under that tree there. Here we go. I'm gonna need something to poke this out, but I'm going to edit out little clips for shorts from now on, instead of sitting here and pulling out my phone for every individual one. That stick won't break. Need something that will. I'm just gonna have to get in my bag. So buddy, you're gonna have to take a little swim for now. Because I need to get my forceps out, which I should have done that a while ago. I apologize, everybody. Justy Dusty, well, yeah. He's still fighting a little bit. Don't worry, bro. I'll have you off. I am sorry for the longer wait. Here's another fish. Little rock bass on the Shields crankbait. There he goes. I'm gonna change the location of my forceps because I don't want to lose them. But I do have a second pair. I have like a really thick pair. Alright, let's see if I can get under that tree now. Yes, sir. Here we go. Not the size I was hoping for, but fish is a fish. A lot of you guys gotta learn that. Like, you see all these pros out here catching giant fish, which, yes, they may... Oh, there he goes. It may be really fun to catch big fish, but, like, fish your own fish, if you get what I'm saying. It's like ride your own ride for sport bikes. You don't gotta go out your way to go have fun, catch some fish. You just gotta get out there, fish, and catch whatever you can. Like, that's just about what I do. But I do try to target a little bigger bass when I'm bass fishing. Which, yes, you still can do that. If that's what you really, really want to do, you could go ahead. But you don't have to have all this expensive gear. Like, this was a little overboard for me. You don't have to go overboard buying all these super expensive things to catch the same fish you would catch with a $15 Walmart rod. Which I will say, the only thing that is important about that is you have to be watching your actions of your rods. Like, for trout or creek fishing, I would say medium light is the heaviest you can go, and then you can go all the way down to ultralight. But for bass, I would say, I mean, you could still do ultralight for bass, but I would highly recommend going for medium light and above for bass. That's what I will say. But you don't have to go out there spending $1 million on the same thing, practically. I do enjoy having little nicer things, so I spend a couple extra bucks to get the nicer things. But you really don't need it. This guy feels nice. This is one of, not the biggest rock bass, but this is one of the residential bigger rock bass that I've caught a few times. I knew he was going to flip like that. This is one of my bigger local rock bass that we have in this stream. Thicker top. Fish that jumped right there. Fat belly on him, nice mouth. But he's a really nice rock bass here in Baldeagle Creek. They normally sit over here, but yeah, he's a really nice fish. They'll calm swim off. I'm gonna see if I could catch that fish that just jumped over here though. But yeah, there's one of our bigger residential rock bass, like I was saying. The massive ones I've caught around that area, but he is one of the bigger ones, for sure. They're now jumping on the side of the tree that I literally just left. So they are now taunting me. But yeah, so far, my initial thoughts, actually fishing this crankbait, I love it. Fish producer. What is this? Oh! It's a really beautiful red breast. He's fighting real hard too. Oh my god. He's all colored up. Ow. Got my finger good there. Another kind of flippable one. But look at the colors on this guy. Orangish red tail there. Beautiful fluorescent belly. Blue middle part. Yellow gill. Oh my god, this fish is so pretty. Kind of flippable. You could see kind of his belly, but he's trying to refuse to let us. That fish is beautiful. That's partially what I fish for. Like, everyone loves their big fish, but I love pretty fish. I have a special part in my heart for those fish. There's definitely fish feeding right now, so I'm gonna try. Here we go. Oh, Smalley! That's what I'm talking about. The Shields crankbait is doing good for us right now. I'm trying to let him calm down a little bit more. But first Smalley of the day. He isn't bad. Actually, no, I think I did catch one other Smalley. He was barely hooked, too. Nice Smalley. Fat old belly. He's not aggressive at all. He's got those spines up. Beautiful fish. Nice little creek Smalley. He's not quite as big as the buddy that I was with earlier today, which I'm going to tag him below since he was in the video. But not quite as big as the fish that he caught, I believe, earlier today or yesterday. Oh! This one's fighting nice. What is this? Rock bass. I think this is the resident big... It is! We got the resident big rock bass. Oh my god! This thing's bigger than the residential rock bass. Dude! I'm gonna have to stick this rod between my legs. Look at this beast of a rock bass, dude. He's got a big old parasite on him, but he is the size of my hand. I'm going to try to remove this parasite from him. It worked. But this is a behemoth of a rock bass for this creek. Still a little bit of that parasite, but he's got a nice lippable mouth. Beautiful colors on him. He's as healthy as can be. Fat belly. Thank you so much for biting, dude. You're showing my viewers that I'm not a liar. Thank you. And look at that thickness too, before I let him go. Look at that thickness. He's about 2 fingers wide. Beautiful little rock bass. That has to be one of, I think that's one of the big residentials. It's been a little while since I've caught one, so I have no clue, but I believe that is one of the residential rock bass. I'm super happy that they're still in here. It looks like they like the Shields crankbait. One thing I will say is I've fished crankbaits back here, but I've not fished anything red yet. So that might be partially why I'm catching so many fish. Because yes, there's tons of people that fish this, but there's not a lot that really do a variety. Like, I fish such a variety of baits in this stream, and no one else does. Like, I fish the flashback minis, I catch tons of fish on them, which that's actually the bait that I always catch the bigger residential rock bass on. This guy feels nice. I think that's another rock bass. He's one of the smaller rock bass we have here. He's got multiple parasites on him, so you could tell it's like parasite season. But this is, he's big, so I don't want to break my line off. No, there he goes. You guys saw him though. That's a good sign. I was going to pull his parasites off for him with my pliers, but looks like he doesn't want to be unparasited. Another beautiful rock bass though. He was a little bit smaller than the last one. I believe that is the one of the residentials that I was talking about. Because he's bigger, but he's not huge. Feel something going on with the fluger right now. But yeah, this hole is typically what produces for me. Except for typically right where I'm standing is where all the residential rock bass are. But this tree fell in July. Like around 4th of July. Because I went on a 4th of July trip. And we had really bad rainstorms when I was there. We came back and that was there. Which seems like it pushed the fish to a different area. But they aren't far from where they've been. I have a little Sunny picking at it. Which I believe I put a hook in his face for a second. This may be the best BFS. Oh. That's not a nice thing to do while I'm talking good about you. but this may be the best BFS crankbait I own. There's a bite. I do not know yet though. Another good fighting fish. Rock bass. It's another nice one. He didn't like that. I love these fish. They're little rockets. There we go. I put the pliers on this side for some reason. Removed his parasite. I'm sorry, buddy. Yet another pretty and good sized rock bass here. Size of my hand again, not as wide, but it's still a fat rock bass, and I still appreciate these fish biting. Oh, and the side belly, look at that. It's about to become fall, so these fish are starting to really crunch down on getting bait fish, craws, all that kind of stuff. So if you're doing like moving baits, you're probably more likely to catch a bass or something right now, which yes, you could catch trout. Not in this stream because it's too warm now, but most of the rainbows died off or went downstream. But the bass excel in this time. They're all feeding on bait fish, as you can see. Well, you probably cannot see this because my camera isn't great quality, but there's little bait fish running along these tree branches, and when I was standing over there fishing, they're just schooling up behind me. But I'm seeing stuff jumping over here, so I'm going to give a little cast. That's a bad cast. But I'm going to come over here and try to get some casts over here to see if I could catch any of these jumping fish over here. I'm going to try to give a little cast between this tree right here. See if I could catch anything. Oh yeah, it's a squarebill. I keep forgetting that squarebills are designed to deflect off things. Like, if you guys aren't letting your baits deflect, you will most likely lose baits in the time. That's, like, kind of a given. But if you don't really let your baits deflect off trees, like your square bills, not your baits. I don't want to be telling you guys the wrong information and make you guys lose a bunch of baits. But if you aren't letting your square bills bounce off trees and rocks, I will say you're probably not fishing it right. Because that is where the square bill excels in performance. That little deflection of the crankbait gives it like a wild action. And the fish just go crazy for it. Especially for bass. Man! I'm going to have to cut the video now, but because I want this crankbait back. I'll be back in another video. Thank you guys for watching, but I'm gonna have to cut this short because I want this crankbait back. Thank you guys. Please leave a like, please subscribe, and come back for the next one. Have a good day.